It's been like what, half an hour, 15-ish minutes since the race, and I'm still waiting on the caution. I know it's going to come out at any time, so I'm not getting my hopes up yet. There might still be a caution.
Lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be recapping the Charlotte. What was it? What was the name of it? It was something. It was the Alsco, whatever, 500, but actually 300 miles. So we're going to be recapping that race. I am going to admit I missed the first stage and really didn't get to see. I saw most of stage 3, saw bits and pieces of stage 2. Didn't really see the beginning of stage 3, just kind of was able to tell what was happening, and finally was able to sit down and watch the last 30-ish laps, which are honestly the best laps for me to watch. But anyways, if you guys do enjoy, make sure you like, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below your guys' thoughts on the race and this video, and let's get into it. So the recap's going to be pretty short, and I'm not going to give an assessment on the race because I didn't see enough of the race to know how the racing was. If I were to get just off the top of my head from what I saw, I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. It was a lot better than the Coke 600 because it wasn't as long. The racing was better because that outside groove was really worked in from the Xfinity and truck race, and it was an all-around better race. It was somewhat easier to pass. There was a lot more passing and all that. So I did like it a lot better than the Coke 600, and I thought it was a pretty good race. It's not like on the level of Darlington last week or anything like that, but it was still a pretty solid race. But now we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Like I said, I did not watch stage number 1, but Joey Logano did end up winning, I believe. From what I understand, he stayed out on tires. I could be wrong on that, so just guessing. I also did understand and was alerted to the fact that Matt DiBenedetto led a couple laps, which made me very happy and automatically makes the race 0.5 higher on my scale, so there's that. Then in stage 2, Bowman got the lead. Then this is when I came in about halfway through stage 2 is when I started watching. Bowman got the lead, and there was also a rain delay in stage 1, but again, I didn't even get to see it to know it until I saw it after. So, but Bowman would win stage 2. Unfortunately, he would see an issue in stage 3, and then we just wouldn't hear from him for the rest of the race. Then at the beginning of stage 3, Harvick would take over. He seemed to have a fast car all night. He would take over and lead, and then he would even lead after a caution. But then after that, you would end up having Chase Elliott pass him. It seemed to be issues with Harvick. He would slow down and didn't finish very well. But then Chase Elliott would have the lead, and this is where the nail biting starts, and we're like, oh boy, how is this going to go wrong? And luckily, he did not choke. Thankfully, finally earning his 7th career win. It's been a long time coming. Really, at this rate, this could have been his 9th win. With the week he's been having, but unfortunately didn't happen. But fortunately, it's finally happened. We're at win number 7, and he keeps on growing his legacy and getting more wins. And hopefully, this is something that this will finally get him over the hump for the season. It seems like when he gets that first win, he kind of seems to get over the hump, but it's like just a struggle getting to that point. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to see if he's able to repeat that at Bristol. You had a fast car at Bristol last year, so hopefully they can replicate that. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at the race results. So looking at the race results here, Chase Elliott obviously finishing first. I'm not really going to be able to talk about their days. I'm just going to kind of say like what this finish really means for them in points. So I can't really talk about how they were all day because, again, I didn't watch. That's why I can't really do anything else. But anyways, Chase Elliott finished first. This is huge because he has been unable to get a win really throughout the season. He couldn't buy one if he tried. So glad to see him finally win. Obviously, I'm a Chase Elliott fan, so I'm a little happier for that too. Denny Hamlin in second. I'm not sure how he got there, but he got there. He must have had a faster long run car or something. Ryan Blaney third. He had a rough Darlington. 2 races at Darlington. He had 2 rough races there, but he's had 2 great Charlottes. It's been complete opposite, and this was the Ryan Blaney that we were seeing before the break. So I'm just assuming they had a bad car at Darlington or something like that because he has turned it around and is looking like the Ryan Blaney we remember seeing at the beginning of the season. So hopefully he's able to keep it up. I'm sorry I keep on itching my nose. There, I think I'm finally done. But 4th place, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And I tweeted this when Ricky Stenhouse Jr. doesn't, I don't know, whatever makes him, whatever puts him in a place to, wreck cars and stuff like that. When he is out of that place and he is really driving, in my opinion, he's talented. I mean, he didn't win those Xfinity championships for no reason. He was talented, but his problem is he can't consistently get these results. But if he can consistently get top tens, I mean, what more can you ask for out of a team from JTD Daugherty? I mean, a fourth place finish there, really great for Stenhouse. He's had a really rough start to this season, so if he is able to string together more finishes like this, I'd love to see it. But don't sleep on Stenhouse. I think he's a very talented driver, and I know some people probably disagree with that, but I think he's talented. He's just holding himself back. So who knows? Maybe he learned something that will help him not wreck. But we'll have to just wait and see. Kurt Busch, 5th place. Good finish for him. He didn't have that great of a finish last time. I don't think. I could be wrong. Joey Logano, 6th place. He got the first stage win. Solid day for him. Brad Keselowski, 7th place. I'm not sure what happened there, but I feel like I do remember him seeing it at the back, so I guess he worked his way up front. Austin Dillon, I want to give a quick shout out to him. I've always hated on him since the inception of this channel, but English is hard. But he has, really changed my mind this year. He's looking really good. He's got, his old crew chief back that he won the Coke 600 with. So this partnership seems to be moving, Austin Dillon in a positive direction. And I gotta think somewhere in there, the addition to Tyler Reddick has maybe lit a fire under him somewhere. So I don't know why it just randomly happened now, but I guess it's maybe just a weird coincidence. But shout out to Austin Dillon. He is really looking like a playoff contender so far this season, and hopefully he's able to keep it up. MTJ, 9th place. I'm not really sure. We're used to him dominating Charlotte. Was kind of quiet throughout these 2 races. I know he had a stage where he led most of the stage in the Coke 600, but besides that, fairly quiet. Kevin Harvick finished 10th. I was starting to think, where's Harvick at? But he finished in 10th place, so considering he was in the lead probably about 10 to 15 laps maybe before that, that's a very large drop off. Jimmy Johnson, 11th place. I think he just really struggled because he started at the rear and just had to work his way through the field all day. It's not fun. William Byron, 12th. I think he had damage early. He was leading early, but then had damage and had to pit for that, so that was unfortunate. John Hunter Nemechek once again impressing in that 38. Highest finishing rookie, right? Yep. Highest finishing rookie in the field in front row motorsports equipment. That's the part that just gets me. I mean, he was in the top 10 for a lot of this. I also want to point out in stage 2, Bubba Wallace, John Hunter Nemechek, and Chris Bell all got stage points. They all somehow got in that top 10. But John Hunter Nemechek really had a great day today. You cannot tell me he's not outperforming the equipment he is in, because that front row equipment is mid-tier equipment if you're being nice to the equipment. But I was on the bandwagon before it was cool, so I said that on my Twitter as well. So maybe go follow my Twitter so you can hear this stuff first. But another rookie, Tyler Reddick, in 14th. Matty Benedetto, 15th. He led a lap. That's cool. Clint Boyer, 16th. He had a pretty quiet day. Same with Newman in 17th. Cole Custer. Cole Custer is just average right now. I don't know if that'll be his entire career, but he's just average. He's just vibing in like the 20s range. But to be fair, Boyer was, no, Harvick's in front of him, so I kind of forgot Harvick existed. But Corey LaJoie, 19th. That's a great finish for him. That's probably his first top 20 of the season, so glad to see him up there. Eric Almirola has been god-awful so far this year, and I'm kind of sad. I was thinking he was going to be better. I thought he was actually maybe breaking out this year. Only 20th place. That's not going to cut it, but we'll just have to wait and see if he's able to turn it around, because if not, maybe that 10 cars open up for next year. That's some silly season stuff. Christopher Bell, 21st. That is not his day. His day was a top 10 throughout the race, maybe just outside the top 10 throughout the day. I'm not sure what happened to him. I had to leave, came back, and he was no longer in that range, so I'm not sure what happened to him. I apologize. Chris Buescher, 22nd. I didn't see him all race. Matt Kenseth, I remember he wrecked early and finished 23rd. Didn't see any of these guys. Eric Jones, I don't know what happened to Eric Jones. I'm assuming there was a problem, but that's just unfortunate for him. He seemed to be, running pretty well, the 2 Darlington races and Charlotte, but Not a great finish here today. I don't know if y'all heard that, but there's fireworks outside. That kind of scared me. But Kyle Busch in 29th, as you can see there. I believe he had a tire issue, maybe? He had an issue of some sort, obviously. Put him 2 laps down and was never able to recover. Alex Bowman, 31st. He also had an issue that he was never able to recover from. And that's really it for your notable finishes. Bubba Wallace, though, I do want to point out, Bubba Wallace, he was in and out of the top 10 all day long. Got a stage point. Really great day from him. And then, unfortunately, he DNF'd. I'm not sure what happened there, but that is just frustrating as hell. I'm not even like a huge Bubba Wallace fan, but that's just frustrating to me to see, Bubba Wallace, a guy who, doesn't get days like that all the time, finally get one of those days and wasn't able to capitalize, not by his own control, but by the equipment he's in. So, Bubba, I mean, he has these flashes of the potential that we know that I think everybody knows he has. But I'd like to see a little bit more of that. But I mean, remember the Indy top 3 he had, and there's a couple other races you can point to. Hopefully, he's able to string together a couple more races like this and actually be able to finish it, willing of his equipment. So that is all I got for today. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below your guys' thoughts. Kind of let me know what you guys think about these little guys. Making their appearance in NASCAR. I don't know, making their presence felt. I don't know. It's kind of late, so I'm saying random stuff. But let me know what you guys think about Chase Elliott winning. You already know how I think. I'm very happy right now, and let's just see what happens. If he fails, no, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not going to say it into existence. Goodbye. Before I say anything else stupid. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.